Hi everybody, welcome in, welcome in. My voice is going to be a little off because I've been sick. I ended up with a really bad sinus infection slash allergy attack around New Year's, and that's one of the reasons we haven't streamed in like a week. So we're here now. I'm back as much as I can be. I will be coughing a lot probably during the stream. I do have my water on the side here. Probably should have grabbed a second bottle, but that's okay. Anywho, so tonight we are going to be playing some more Polya. I know, that's all we've played for like 2 weeks straight. But I've been doing some stuff in my off time because I didn't want to just not play games. So there's some quests that we have to do, there's some extra stuff that we have to do, and I might try to look for the unicorn fish again, which is something I've been doing while offline. I did last night manage to see one, and then and I broke a nail. Sorry. Um, so I did manage to see one last night, but I did not manage to catch it because catching on the Switch was a lot harder than I'm used to, and it's been quite a struggle. So it is in fact stream time. Welcome in, welcome in. And I know I broke a nail. It's terrible. Honestly, I thought about just getting them all shortened and just getting them all about this length, but I don't know. We'll see, we'll see. Alright, now it should pick up the game real quick. Do. Make sure it does that. Alright, cool, 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 cool. So I do have my chat open on the side, so I'm going to be glancing over there a lot. My voice is not 100% back, but I am going to do my best. So it won't be like a lot of hype, but it will be as much chatting as I can handle. So it's gonna sound really pathetic. The other thing that I've done in my off time was I've been gathering money. So we're finally up to 26,000 because I found out that the gazebo I've been wanting, you have to open all of the housing slots. And while the first couple are free, the subsequent ones are up to like 250,000 gold. So we have a lot of things that we need to get our gold together for. Excuse me. The other thing that I did is I managed to get our fishing up to level 9. Like I said, I've been looking for the unicorn fish. And I did manage to catch the giant goldfish. So we are one step closer to finishing that first vault collection. It's just the unicorn fish that I haven't been able to get. I have gotten a lot of waterlogged chests. Like a lot of them. So many of them. But I have also been doing the daily rummage pile, which is going to spawn somewhere in Kilima between the Mirror Pond and the Leafhopper Hills, where that bridge or the dock is. So it's kind of a big range, and there are people who are finding it every day. It resets at about 10 p.m. Central Standard Time, so we have a few hours before it's going to reset again. But so far I've managed to get the Jolly Ormu rug, a fancy quill which starts a mysterious quest, this box that I haven't opened, and then there was one other thing. I think I already put it in my house though. There it is, the Chopper rug. So I've got the Jolly Chopper rug, now I've got the Jolly Ormu rug. I do still have all of my Christmas stuff up. Probably not going to move that anytime soon, but at some point we will. So we're gonna put the Jolly Ormu rug over here. Just kind of hang him there. Now I've been told that there's a few more Christmas things from the rummage piles, so we are trying to get those. Some of the other stuff I've gotten has been like, oh, I've gotten some seeds or I got some silk. So stuff that we didn't really need, but stuff that we're kind of hoping to get more of. Excuse me. The other thing that I've done is I have redone the entire garden. You can see we have a bunch of stuff planted. So the goal is, so once everything has grown fully, we'll go ahead and we'll pick it all. Just so we can start with the next one. Oh, I have a blank thing there. There are a couple things I don't have planted because I was making more seeds, specifically rice seeds. So we do need to plant the rice seeds, and then we will finally be done with our garden for a while. I have to remember where I put them. There they are. Alright. Let's put that there. And then the first time that we plant them, we do have to water them, so that is a thing that we have to do. But we have it set up, and I did use one of the Polia tracking apps, which was super, super handy, as well as help from people on Reddit, because there's a lot of people posting on there about different layouts. So I used a combination of those things to do this layout. I think it's very similar, if not the same as somebody else's that was on there. I was trying my best to copy that one as close as I could. Unfortunately, I don't remember the user's name off the top of my head. Because I wanted it to be 100% watering. That was the goal. That way it could still do what it needed to do when we played. Excuse me. And we didn't have to keep coming back to the housing plot, which was the hope. So let's get these final touches in. I've missed several of these spaces. I didn't mean to. There were 8 total. I don't know what I did with them. I think I either miscalculated or I missed one somehow. Because there should have been 8. No, we got that one. Did I miscalculate? Maybe there was only 7. I don't know. So once those grow, everything else should be grown, including the apple tree in the middle. The chili seeds are the ones most at risk of just being done. And everything else has plenty to go, I think. So, put that stuff away real quick. The other thing that we got was a bone fragment that just comes from fishing off the coast of Bahari with no bait, so that didn't take long to get. We also picked up some ship fragments, which I don't need because nobody's asked for it yet. So, alright. Oh, I also ended up with a golden glory bee. So that's one of the newer ones, I think. In that I don't know that I've seen it before the latest update, but it is one of the things asked for by the latest update. You have to be in Kilima, you have to cut down trees, and it has a chance of spawning. So they are very fast. It's very hard to get them. And then there's a second really hard bug in Kilima that we may try to take a stab at today, we may not. We'll see. First things first, let's get rid of all these waterlogged chests. Most of them are gonna be like makeshift furniture and stuff. So, got a bunch of things. We may end up with doubles of stuff that we already had, which is the goal, but it's fine. Let's see. So we ended up with a log carrier. Come on. A large shelf. A hanging planter. Ooh, I like that. A small lamp. A small cabinet. Another hanging planter. A thick candle. A coffee table. Which I think we had some of this stuff, like the planter, or the lamp, and the candle, and the cabinet. I think we had all that. A garden bed. Interesting. A bucket forms the base of this flower bed. What other amazing possibilities await when you fill it with dirt? Oh, that would be neat. We might want to put that one out. We got the herb planter, which we definitely already had one of. And we got a thistle planter, which is a crafty planter and a few books by your windowsill. Very nice. Very, very nice. I like that stuff. I think we're going to put the herb planter, like the hanging planter, in the house somewhere. Maybe around here? So it's hanging by the windowsill? Since there's herbs hanging from that? That would be nice. I'd like to figure out a way to put a light underneath the cabinet, but I don't want it to be like flush with the cabinet. And I don't think there's really any lights that are like that we can make just yet. So we'll keep our eye out for that. Alright, where can I stick this? I can literally just hang it from the ceiling. Can I hang it from anywhere else? Or just the ceiling? Okay, well, it's not the best, but it is still cute. I was kind of hoping we could hang it from, say, like this, or maybe under here, or under this. Basically dangle it from somewhere a little lower, so it would be a little lower. But that's okay. Yeah, we could just hang it there. We'll find a better place for it later, but for now it can stay there where it is. That's nice. Alright, let's put the rest of this stuff away. Excuse me. I actually don't know which microphone is picking me up, so I don't know if I'm blocking the coughing from all of you when I turn my head like that. Hang on, let me double check. It should be this one on my side here. Yeah, okay. Cool, cool, cool. Less loud. Sorry about that, guys. I don't like coughing in your ear. I don't find that enjoyable. So I do apologize that there's going to be a lot of coughing on this stream. Like I said, I've been sick. Oh, a broken light bulb walking on broken glass. Interesting. So now we have 2 quests that we got from digging up choppa piles. We also got a bunch of Zeki coins and this thing from Einar for getting fishing up to level 9. And we're supposed to talk to him about something. He says he has made new recipes available. Oh, we can get an exquisite rod. That might help us when we're looking for the unicorn fish. We should definitely try that. Alright. Let's just grab all these coins real quick. Alright. We got all our coins. Fantastic. I don't think I've got any... Oh yeah, I'm kind of low on supplies to make glowworms with. So we're gonna drop off this fertilizer and get going. I don't know if I've done today's rummage pile, which is what they're called. So let me see. Now it is super duper easy to just Google it and figure out where it is. So I am gonna do that rather than just searching high and low for it, which is what I would normally do while on stream. But it doesn't seem to be loading. Oh, it might be in the same place it was last night. Either that or I caught it too late, and so it's in the same place because I grabbed it after 10 p.m. Central Standard. So, which is when the reset happens for the day. Alright, so we're supposed to be asking around for the owner of the quill pen. We're also supposed to be asking around for the other one, which is the walking on broken glass. So we're going to undo masks, updo the walking glass. There we go. Now we'll talk to everybody.
Nice to see a fellow scholar.
Is there something you need? Do you recognize this pen? My quill! Where did you find it? Oh, that was lucky. Oh. Cough. What I meant to ask is, just how and where did you happen to come across it? It's been missing for weeks now. I found it in a choppa burrow. What? How did it end up there? More importantly, why would you rummaging or through a choppa burrow? To look for things like your pen? Forget I asked. I don't even want to know. Quickly, give me my lucky quill back to me, so I can properly sanitize it 1,000 times over and continue about my day. Lucky quill? Just return it to me first, and I'll answer whatever questions you may have. Okay. Oh. Finally, I can breathe now. I can't. I was terrified I had lost it forever. You see, this quill once belonged to my father. It is also the only gift he ever gave me. Oh, that's sad. I can see why it's important to you. Yes, my father was never the type to shower me and Eloisa with gifts and attention. Still, he signed many important documents with this very pen. As valuable as his quill pen was to my father, he gifted it to me on the day of my path acceptance ceremony. Aw. I will never forget the occasion. It was the first time I felt so seen by everyone, my father especially. I suppose this pen brings back all sorts of fond memories, which is why I call it my lucky quill. As much as you cherish your illegal magic books, you must be glad to have it back. Glad is an understatement. The last time I felt this much relief was when Eloise and I were free from the control of our family. It's about time I returned to my duties. And thank you for returning my lucky quill to me. Please take this for your troubles. Chat with Kaleri. Tell me, do you see me as uptight? Do you really want me to answer though? If I didn't, I wouldn't have asked. Forget it. It was a silly question anyway. Sorry, dear, but you are. I love reading at all times of day, but reading at night strains my eyes. If you could fetch me some Bahari glow bugs, I bet I could make a suitable reading light.
I'll let you know if we get any new books in.
Interesting. So the next is to find someone who knows something about the light bulb. If we talk to Eloisa, I'm pretty sure she's just going to tell me it's some crazy magical thing. But she's closest, so we'll talk to her.
Science.
Hello, hello! You've caught me at just the right time. Did you bury a light bulb? Oh, Which one did you find? It was in a wooden box with odd markings. How many did you bury? How else would I recycle them? There was Juno, German, Janus. About 17 of them? Let me see that one. Oh, this was not mine. It must have been from Florentine. Oh yeah, that guy who I totally definitely know. Why do you seem worried? Is that a human name? The guy who lived in my housing plot? Yes, the one and the same. Yes, he was Majiri, but was so interested in human ways that he changed his name. Oh. This was a flow light bulb he invented to see ghosts. Ghosts? Ghosts aren't real. Calm down, ghosts are not real. Oh. Cryptids, definitely real, but ghosts? Who believes in that kind of stuff anyway? I thought you did. Unfortunately, by digging this up, you may have unleashed a teeny tiny curse. One that might, you know, turn everyone in the village into fish. Curse isn't real. Fish? Fish are not so scary when you spend time talking to them. But being turned into one would impede my research. Together, I believe we can find a solution. Well, what can we do? I will inspect this object here. But I need you to go to Kaleri and get me a special book. It's called Forbidden Romance Curses and More. She will know where it is. Romance curses? If you're wondering, it's in the and more part of the book. Okay. If someone around here had a secret, who do you think it would be? Tamala. That's who I was thinking. I suspect she may actually be three chappas wearing a glamour look. Eloisa, please. She's not three chappas in a trench coat. If you see a cerulean cicada, let me know. They know more than they are letting on. I don't think they can talk, Kaleri. Okay. Now before we go talk to Kaleri, we're gonna go talk to Einar about the whatchamacallit? The fish. Because we got our fishing to level 9. Oh hey Hodari, how you doing?
Welcome back.
What should I make for dinner, chat? Sometimes I worry Najima doesn't have many kids her own age to play with, but I guess it's alright. She did always prefer talking to adults anyway. Aw. I used to make Najima a cup of sweet leaf tea before bed every night. Then she started saying she could make her own tea. I still see our stock of sweet leaves going down though.
Watch yourself out there.
Wow. That's very nice. So you need more sweet leaves? Is that what I'm hearing? Let's see. Oh, I'm out of medals. How did that happen? I guess I spent all my medals for this week when I was playing last weekend. Alright, let's go talk to Einar, and then... It says I'm supposed to talk to Gina. Oh yeah, about Whale of a Tale. I forgot about that.
Many congratulations on your continued pursuit of oneness.
As my true fisher friend, you have earned access to the final and most exquisite of my recipes. But do not speak of its exquisiteness out loud. I wouldn't want the other recipes to get jealous. Okay. Well, exquisite rod. Excellent. Now, when we get our fishing to level 10, we're able to pick up different bobbers. Oh. Interesting. These make our bobbers look different, and these actually help us. So, the major zone stuff, speed booster, which will help us reel it in faster, that kind of thing. So, that'll be important. Ooh, a festive lantern. That would be cute. The only thing I actually want from here is the aquarium, though. That's all I want, which means we need level 20 and almost 1,000 medals, which is a lot. Why do I have Kaleri's quill? Please enjoy your exquisite new recipe. I had to separate the pebble you recently brought me from the other pebbles. He was being troublesome. I've been looking for a particularly wry eyeless minnow to act as a companion. Let me know if you spot one.
We must repeat this experience in the near future.
So I was reading about some folks who were having trouble after the latest temple, I guess they're called. I was going to say dungeon, but they're temples. Um, and they were having trouble with the part that we were, where they had to find all the pieces and turn them into the sisters. So it seems that a lot of people are having the issue where it doesn't flag them as having found the last little thing. But you can still talk to the sisters and it will count, even if it's not flagging you to tell you you have it. And then, I guess because of that, some people were unable to turn in the fish to Kaleri when she was in there. And that's causing people to go back to their home plot and make a recipe, like automatically, where they're, trying to make it and this and that. And then suddenly they use one of those fish. So they can be used for recipes, which is terrifying, and you have to be very careful. There's something you need? Do you have forbidden romance curses and more? Why? We need to uncurse Kilima. Secret reasons. You sound just like... Oh. Eloisa's trying to check out another romance novel from the library without returning her last one, isn't she? I don't know about that. No, curses are real. Sure, sure. You tell her if she wants to save the town, she needs to return Cryptid of Love first.
Thank you for respecting my time.
Oh my goodness. I think she tricked us into doing her a favor. Wow. Now we have to go find her and tell her to return her first book first. You can't check out a new book from the library until you return your old one. Which is a good lesson, I think. Oh, Eloisa, what are you doing? Ma'am, excuse me. I'm glad you're back. Did Kaleri give you the book? She said you need to return your other one. Is this curse even real? She said you need to return your other one. Alright, you caught me. There's no curse. I lost Cryptid of Love while trying to read it up on the cliffside. It bounced off some rocks and into the lake. This light bulb, while unique, only shows traces of flow, not ghosts. And that curse was something I made up. Unless it is real. Why did you lie to me? I'm leaving now. Maybe we can find the book someday. So is Cryptid of Love good? Why did you lie to me? I was worried you would not help me if I told you the truth. Maybe one day we can fish up Cryptid of Love and return it.
Just because you can't see them doesn't mean they can't see you.
Creepy. I'm guessing that means that we are able to fish up the book now, but she said up on the cliffside and then it bounced into the water. But she didn't say what cliffside, so maybe there is something to that. Where is Gina? I don't actually know. Gina's supposed to be out here, but I don't know where she is. So in the meantime, we're gonna go turn in these couple of items that we got. I do wish I'd managed to catch the unicorn fish so that we could finish the first vault and see what that's all about. But I think what we're gonna have to do is go back to our plot, make the new fishing rod, and then go from there. Ah, Gina will be on the way. Excellent. Woohoo! I will say, having been sick and then trying to talk a whole lot is not my favorite thing. But I am better now than I was the last couple of days. Because the last couple of days, my voice was just completely gone. And it was just a bad time all around, so. Ah, hello, Gina.
I'm so glad you came.
Sorry if I'm staring at you. It's part of my research process. What do you think this is? It's a rib bone belonging to our giant whale friend. Can't make out much from the bone itself, but the damage makes it look like the whale died from some sort of trauma. Maybe a fight with another whale, or maybe a harpoon. It's hard to say. As a scholar, I have to be hard on myself. Not very many Polyans, whether they are Majiri or Grimalkin, have the opportunity or responsibility of exploring these ruins. If I don't add to our understanding with my research, I'm effectively taking away knowledge the world could have gotten sooner from a more capable scholar. Aw. It's hard to get Hecla something she actually likes. Every time she asks for gifts, she just asks for stuff I like. but I've caught her staring at lotuses when we were at the lake, so I think she likes
observation.
those. Nice. We'll be able to give Hecla some lotuses. I think Hecla is still one of our
Breathing,
level 2 people.
human.
It is my oneness to attend to the needs of others. How can I help you? Chapter. The sun is quite aesthetically pleasing. I never saw it until Gina freed me from excess item storage. I only had the knowledge of it from the teaching module built into my rune workings, and from the whisperings based on other Galdors in my mind. I wish I had time to engage in the act of luring fish from the water with a fishing stick. I'd love to make Gina a seared Bahari bream for dinner. But alas, going fishing would mean leaving her side.
Goodbye, human.
Okay, so lotuses or a Bahari bream. We could do that. I think lotuses are going to be a lot easier to catch. You just go pick them off the side of the lake. All right. Excuse me. We'll turn in our goldfish. Ah, we got the recipe for bouillabaisse. I think that was the little trout thingy, the soup that I couldn't figure out which one it was. And then long-nosed unicorn fish. This is the one I've been trying to get. You can only find it between 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. off the coast of Bahari Bay with glowworms. It's actually pretty difficult to find, and as it's a blue one, it is rare, of course. But that is the last one we need to finish the first vault. So that'd be neat if we manage to find it. We still need our Radiant Sunfish, the Flame Tongue Ray, and the Dawn Ray, as well as the Ember Seeker tokens, which we haven't had any luck. And then for this one, we need our Golden Glory Bee that we just got, a Jewel Winged Dragonfly, a Rainbow Tipped Butterfly, so quite a bit more. The Rainbow Trout, the Thundering Eel, the Giant Kilima Stingray, and then an apple pie, which we have an apple pie, but we only have like a star quality one. So we need to get some stuff together so we can make a regular apple pie and bring it here. And then of course the Stormseeker medallions, which I don't have any extras of. Now if I remember correctly, you can get the Stormseeker medallions from running around Bahari and finding them in chests. So we could look up all the locations of those if we really wanted to, but maybe not today. We do have so many things that offer us some snowballs still, which I don't need, but we could grab them. It would be funny. Alright, so we need to find another whale fragment. Those are pretty easy. We'll go ahead and find one and then we'll continue our hunt for the long-nosed unicorn fish. Hopefully faring better this time than previous times. And then I think once our first step is going to be to get Hecla a thing. So either the lotuses from the lake, or if we have a Bahari bream in our home storage, we'll grab that. Which I think the lotuses are going to be way easier. We're going to take a short detour because it is up this mountain, I think? Yeah, it's up here is where the rummage pile would be if we needed to grab it today. But I think I grabbed it last night, so I don't think it's available today for us anymore. It does disappear once you collect it, so if you were to come up here and you didn't see a pile of sticks that looks like a little tiny beaver hut, then it means you've already grabbed it for the day. So I'll just get up this cliffside, which is how we got the quest with the box that had the light bulb in it, and the quest with the ink quill. So it was around here-ish. It usually spawns up here when it spawns up here, but it can spawn around here, basically somewhere here near the dock. It can spawn up here, it can spawn on any of these, and then of course it can spawn along this little area here. There's a lot more spots that I'm sure it can spawn, but those are the only ones I've ever seen it in personally. So I don't know if that helps, but it helps me. And of course, it spawns once a day. So just like giving characters a gift once a day, you can get that once a day. And it gives you free stuff, including recipes, which I like quite a lot. Alright, we got ourselves a Lotus. Let's go find Hecla, who is more than likely in front of the library, because that's usually where her and Gina go. Alright, she's on her way there. Let's try to head her off. We're starting at a pretty handicapped place, so I don't think we're gonna win this race. They've got quite the head start. Is another way to say that. Ugh, my nose itches quite a lot. Whee! Yeah, I don't think we're gonna win. I think she's gonna make it to the library before we do. I want to just itch my whole face, but I don't think that will help me. Yep, looks like she's already there. Oh, nope. Looks like people keep stopping her, so we win. Yay, we win! We won the race. Haha, Hecla, we won. Okay. We're gonna be one of those people that stops her.
Greetings, human.
Greetings, Hecla. Here is a Lotus. These will really help brighten up the tent. Between you and me, Gina could really use help when it comes to her interior decorating.
Goodbye, human.
Oh, so that's why she liked the Lotus. Very nice. Alright. Speaking of Hecla, we still have quite a ways to go before we're going to be level 3 friends with her. And then we still have a ways to go before we're level 3 friends with Najima. So, oh, also Subira. We haven't really been keeping up with our friendship with Subira. We'll go ahead and talk to her real quick. I don't know what kind of stuff she likes normally. So I don't know what would be... Where did I get this bug? Oh. Did I get a bug and some clothes? Oops. I did not mean to press that one. I meant to press the one next to it. Hello,
At
F
your
chat.
service, civilian.
Staying safe out there? The cook rarely stops talking about soup, and when he does, he talks about you instead. He is glowing with praise on both subjects. Aww. He loves us. At ease, she says. No thank you. Goodbye. She makes me nervous. What's the objective right now? Well, we're just finishing some quests that I gathered while I was offline for a week. And now we're going to go work on trying to catch this last fish. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to make the new fishing rod that we just got. And making sure that we've got enough fisherman's brew ready to go. And then we're going to go to Bahari, try to grab the next whalebone fragment first. I guess it's this way for you all. And grab that. And then we will try to work on the unicorn fish, which is going to take a while. So this part will be real long and boring, and I apologize in advance. But it is basically going to be us casting our line out, and if it's not something that we want, we just pull it back. So that part gets a little tedious, which is why I usually do stuff like that offline instead of waiting until we're all on together. Just because I feel like it's more of a boring experience for you all. But since it would be the last part of this vault, I do want to at least try to do it while on stream. Let's drop off all of this and the quill. Ooh, Dari clothes. Very nice. So we got quite a few good things when we were turning in all that stuff. Very, very nice. A little bit more fisherman's brew. Nice. High quality. Alright. Exquisite rod. And we've got enough stuff. Perfect. Woohoo! We also have some of the repair kits on us in case we end up like using up our rod a whole lot, and then we have to repair it. Oh, I just realized we were about to go running to the coast, even though it's 7 p.m., which means it's after the time that that fish would spawn. So we're gonna do a quick look, make sure these are all good. Is there a thing there? Hard for me to tell, because I've put fertilizer everywhere. We had a lot of it. I had to do something with it. Alright. The other thing that we're going to do while we're there is we're going to hope to join some groups to do some flow grove stuff and maybe find some pallium. So those are going to be the things that we're looking for before 6 a.m. happens, and anything that we find after that will just be hopefully fish. So, because we do only have about 13 glowworms, so if we're catching things instead of doing the toss and release method, then we're gonna run out of bait really, really fast, which is not good. So. Now, if there are some magic creatures, we may go after those, because some of our weeklies are still, like hunt magical creatures. We still need to get 4 of them. Mine nodes together, so if we do pallium will be good. And then of course I haven't done any furniture this week, and I haven't really cooked this week. So I don't actually know if the metal total is for all kinds of metals or it's for each kind of metal. So I'm kind of hesitant to try to get all those metals because I don't want to not be able to get more of the ones that I want, such as mining or foraging. So, I gotta be careful. There's tons of fish in Polya. There are, in fact. But some only bite at certain times, which is also true. Okay. So we're gonna start with the whalebone one because that one we can find no matter what time of day it is. We just have to make sure that we don't have any bait. And we have to go until we catch a box. And we have to reel the box in. So we're just gonna run to the docks. Now I've done it before where I'll just leave my game running and like occasionally move my camera around and leave my character sitting on the dock so that time passes between when I arrived and when I'm actually able to fish for the item I'm looking for. So it's the most boring way, but it is an effective way. In this instance, we're not doing that. We're skipping the wait times and we're gonna try to gather a bunch of stuff and of course maybe look for other things, like the vampire crabs come out at night. We could go hunt for some of those, to try to find some more stuff to sell, that kind of thing. Because we're here to make money, ultimately. Whee! So first things first, we're going to try to catch the whalebone, and then we're going to try to see if we can find anything that is worth it. There's another person fishing out here, but this is my favorite spot. Mostly because you don't have to click your mouse out very far. So that's why I like it. Not what I'm looking for. It is a long fish, though. It would have been very funny to me if we had cast it and the first thing we caught was a unicorn fish. But you do need glowworms, and it does need to be between 6 a.m. and 6 p.m., so. And a box. And there's our bone fragment. So that was easy. There was a person here, so I thought we were gonna be nice and friendly to her and get her the bonus for fishing near somebody. But nope, not this time. Alright, so while we wait for it to roll over to 6 a.m., we're gonna look for stuff. And I'm gonna itch my nose. And that was probably a snail I should have grabbed. Excuse me. Now, I was running around with some folks earlier. Well, actually, it's been a couple days now, so I can't really call it earlier anymore. But a flow grove had spawned here in the flooded fortress. So it was kind of weird because there were only 2 flow trees, and people were trying to go and look for crabs, but they couldn't because the crabs didn't really spawn when we were out there. Oh, excuse me. I've got the yawns and the coughs. We're just not having a grand old time. I don't think I need this moss. But I do need that right there, which is the separation between the 2 sides. I grab the coral. If I remember right, coral is the thing that sells the most, or sells for the most. So that's why we're grabbing coral and forsaking pretty much everything else. And mind you, that doesn't include the unopened oysters and being able to find like pearls and stuff in them, which is always good. But we're just going for stuff that sells. I guess technically we just grab it all. Why not? It's not gonna be too much in our way. None of these crabs are the crabs that we need. Most of the time they spawn in the flooded fortress, which is why we're running up there. So we're gonna try to catch at least 5 of them. That will be our goal, since they stop spawning at 3 a.m., I think? Oh, thank you. Welcome in. Shattered P6. Shattered player 6? That seems very sad. Do you play Polya? Sorry for bothering me. You want to... Oh, okay. Got it, got it, got it. It sounds like you're trying to sell me something. And that is, no bueno, my friend. Why would you do that? Wow, wow, wow. There we go. Goodbye. Timeout is good, Cube, but you should always, also ban. Banning is good. Hey, we got our forage for the week. I didn't think we were that close. But yes, thank you mods for jumping on that. I appreciate it. Good for the soul. Yeah, it is good for the soul. It's good for the stream. Because timing out prevents them from sending more messages, which is good. But banning prevents them from sending any message in the chat ever again. Which is where people who are trying to sell me things belong. They don't need to sell me things. I don't want to buy it. Especially not followers. That sounds very boring. What would be the point of buying followers? You wouldn't be able to interact with any of them, so why buy them? They're not real people. They're all like dummy accounts and stuff. And it's always sad that they follow you first, so you get excited like, oh, somebody's followed. That's nice. I like that. And then, nope. Just a scammer. Tisk, tisk, tisk. No crabs yet. How strange. I wonder if somebody else has come through here recently. Grabbed all the crabs. Very rude. Right, right. Medium pals south of the mines across the bridge. Okay. Interesting. We can't reach that right now. We're hunting crabs. Surprisingly, I'm not seeing any crabs. When I came through here last time, I was using a buzzy jar, which tells you where more rare spawns are. And I'm wondering if maybe some of these normal spawns are kind of in the way. So, we're just gonna grab the stuff in this area and hope that it causes some crabs to spawn. I didn't see anything else though, so it seems a little strange that there would just be one bug flying around and that's what's stopping the crabs. There's a crab. No, come back here. This is much harder on the Switch, I will say. Not that I'm doing very well on the PC right now, but it is much harder on the Switch. We got a vampire crab. Very nice. Goodbye. Alright, let's see. Any others? Nope, just some bugs I don't need. Get it right out of here. Get that bug right on out of here. Oh no. Well, you're not even the crab I need. You're a different crab. Terrible. How would you trick me like that? And you look like a high quality bug. Very nice. It's a paper lantern bug. Just like the one we got earlier. For finishing the vault. Very nice. Wow. Bah. We get stuck. Getting stuck is the bane of my existence. I'm very bad at the jumping puzzles. Excuse me. Somebody in the chat asked if anyone had found the grove yet. Which means that a grove should be spawned, but we don't know where. You look like a regular crab. You are a regular crab. You look like a vampire crab. Very nice. So we found 2 so far. And they've both given us silk, which is interesting. I didn't realize that they spawned silk like that. Or dropped silk, I guess is the right word. Dropped silk like that. Some can spawn up here, but it can be hard to get up here because apparently there's invisible walls. Or at least it's happened to me a couple of times, where there's been an invisible wall that keeps me from climbing all the way up. Oh, we startled something. That looks like a regular crab. Nice. A Bahari crab. Not that there's anything wrong with the regular crabs, they're just not what we're looking for. Alright, let's head this way. Keep our eyes peeled. Apparently I keep pressing something, which causes me to not be able to run forward anymore. I don't know why. None whatsoever. Only a couple more in-game hours until they stop spawning. Okay. That was fun. We had to drown for that one. So apparently, and I only found this out today because I wasn't paying attention. So either I already knew it and forgot, or I just didn't pay attention to the lore of the game. But apparently humans forgot how to swim. And that's why our character drowns when they end up in water that's over their heads. Canonically, humans forgot how to swim. Not sure why they would forget that. It doesn't seem very likely, considering that humans learned how to swim because they're living in a planet that's mostly covered in water. Drowning is the worst? Yeah, it would be pretty bad. Not gonna lie, that would be my least favorite way to go. I feel like it would be more comfortable than, say, being set on fire, but it still wouldn't be pleasant. I don't see any more. Right back to where we got up. My nose. Something about a grove and somebody else. Least favorite weekend activity? Oh, okay. Do you drown often? Is that like a pastime of yours? It's always on your to-do list. What's going on here? Cube's just out here like, well, looks like there's drowning on the schedule again. I can't keep putting that off. Don't schedule your drownings, kids. It'll just make it worse. Do them spontaneously. Aha, a bug. Got him. Got him. I like the little light bugs. I think they're very cool. Ah. Hey, stop. Stop. Nice. Terrible advice. Thank you. I live to please. Y'all heard it here first. Cube prefers to schedule his drownings. Which is fine. Prefer mine to happen when I least expect it. Like the Spanish Inquisition. You never expect it, and then you don't have to be worried about it. Let's see. Grove at Statue Garden. Oh, that would be nice. Where's the Statue Garden? Oh, that's a ways away. Well, we could make it. Plus, it's only a couple minutes till the vampires stop showing up, so... yeah, let's go too. We'll just be ready to chop when we get there. Now it's 3 a.m., so the vampires won't spawn anymore. Vampire crabs, specifically. If there's actual vampires in the game, I wouldn't know. But also, we're about 700 meters away from where we need to be, so this might be a long run. Hopefully by the time we finish with everybody, it'll be time to fish again, and we'll be able to work on that. We're going to try to gather some sweet leaf on the way, because that's what we've been using for our glowworms. So that way we have extra. And, if we're lucky, find some high quality ones. We won't use those for glowworms just yet, but we could. Now, if I remember right, the statue garden is actually the place across the way from it, and not the actual statue garden. But we'll find out. Oops, didn't mean to click. Also didn't mean to, like, keep stuttering like that. That was a weird way to run. Okay. We're basically at the statue garden, but I don't see the swirlies in the air. Okay, we're definitely at the statue garden. Is it up? Or is it... Oh, it's over there. As predicted, it is across the way. So we gotta hop our way over there real quick. This is where we've hunted for Mujin before, which has always been a struggle. Ooh, I should probably have hit that. Yay, we made it! Boop. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, looks like 4 this time. Okay, I only see 4, which is fine. Not as many as we normally get, but it's still a pretty good amount. I think somebody was up here tree clearing or something. So that's, you know, to be expected. Excuse me. Now, if we cut down these other trees and there's Mujin in them and they jump in the magic trees, they have a higher chance of becoming magic Mujin. So it might be worth it to do that. But I don't know if anybody here would help us. So we're just kind of trying to check and see. Make sure there's no extras that we're just missing. Somebody else said only 4, which, yeah, only 4, because there isn't any else that are spawned here, which is interesting. Normally there's at least 6, so that's a little strange, but that's okay. It's possible that there were more, and then whoever was here first took them out, but I like to think that maybe there just were 4. Alright, we'll start at this one, and we'll wait for everybody else. I don't know... I don't know what time we're cutting, so I don't know when we're starting. Alright, if anybody else is coming, they're definitely not here. Oh, did we start? Oh my. Okay, well. I guess we're started. Nobody announced it, but I guess we're started. Yay! Foraging is now level 14.
Hey.
Then we wave. And say thanks all. And then it's almost 6 a.m. so we can almost fish. So we'll make our way to our spot that we were going to be in. Which admittedly is just on the docks. Excuse me. So I know that with some of the other Nintendo games, you can chat with people using your cell phone because there's an app. I don't know if Palia is one of those games, but I think I want to find out at some point. Interestingly, I do not have the exquisite bug pouch. I guess I just never bought the recipe. My goodness, I'm trying to itch my nose. It's so itchy. So of our wheel here, the only exquisite thing I don't have now is the bug pouch, because I did get the exquisite hoe while I was offline. And as you can see, we got the exquisite fishing rod, which we all made together. So, interesting. like I was saying before, my voice was a lot worse while I was at work this week. Because yes, of course I did go to work, despite sounding like, despite sounding terrible. My goal was to just make it as far as I could. I did my best, you know, I went to work, I got my job done. I was fortunate enough that I had an extra day off after the holiday, after New Year's, because we were what's known as LCD, which means that we had a low census and somebody got picked to stay home, and I was picked this time, which is pretty rare. I'm usually the last one picked, but everybody on my team wanted to save their paid time off, so they basically drew straws without me, and then decided I was going to be the one off of work, which I'm actually very, very thankful for. Because it gave me an extra day to recover before I had to go in. So. Oops, I forgot to use my brew. Oh no. So the only reason that this gets really, really boring is because I have to wait until the fish pops up, see what it is. You see, that was some kind of thundering eel, or not thundering eel, but some kind of eel. And it is not what we're looking for. I guess we'll eat the bouillabaisse. But not right this second. And then I have to recast. Now, thankfully, because we have some glowworms and we're not reeling in every single thing, we're actually able to keep our glowworms. I think those are called cactus eels. But they are not what we're looking for. What we're looking for is a unicorn fish. It's nice of them. Yes, letting me off was very nice of them. Or letting me be off, I should say. I think part of it is the fact that one of them had already been off, because she's the one that kind of brought the plague upon everybody, that caused my sinus infection to get as bad as it did, instead of just be a little sinusy problem. Because she was sick and she brought it to work, which it's not usually good form to be sick in a hospital, and if you're a worker there. You're supposed to be sick in a hospital when you're a patient. But that's okay. Swim, swim, swim. And for those curious, yes, I did say I work in a hospital. And yes, I did say that I sounded like this that whole time. Well, actually, I sounded worse than this, so that was fun. I was understandable enough, thankfully, that people weren't constantly questioning, what did she say? What did she say? But there were a few times where it was like, oh, you don't sound great. It's like, I don't feel great. But I was responsible. I wore my mask. I made sure that I washed my hands a lot. Used hand sanitizer when I couldn't wash my hands, that kind of thing. So, not gonna risk being even more sick or getting anybody else sick if I am contagious. Which, as far as I know, I'm not. But I don't like to risk it. To the point where I was supposed to go see my dad today, and he heard my voice and went, nope, absolutely not. So, he was worried that if there was any chance that I was contagious, I would get him sick, which would then get my grandparents sick because he takes care of them. So, not gonna risk getting grandma and grandpa sick. It's not happening. Ugh, my nose is so itchy. I wish it would stop. It's been doing okay all day until I started talking a lot. Oh, that's not it. So this part gets really, really boring. It's boring to me as the player, so I can only imagine that it's not very exciting for you all as the watchers. But it is a good chunk of this game. So there are some things in this game that take a long time, they take a lot of patience, they take a lot of grinding. So, unfortunately that's the reality of an MMO, is that sometimes you have to sit here and grind and grind and grind. Like I said, before I got offline yesterday, because I was playing on my Switch, I did manage to see a unicorn fish. I did not manage to catch it. So, I'm really, really hoping that we'll be able to do it again, and I'll be able to see a unicorn fish and catch it this time. But I'm not getting my hopes up too high, because I feel like I would be a little disappointed. Now, the only reason that we're doing this is because it is the last thing I need for the first vault. Otherwise, we would find some other stuff to do. Oops. I didn't mean to catch you, buddy. I'm very sorry. Do you think maybe we could pretend this didn't happen? No. I caught a sea bass that I didn't mean to catch. So you have to be careful when they're swimming away to make sure that they get far enough away, otherwise you do start the initial catching process. So, whoops. So now I'm down to less, I think I've done 12 of the glowworms, which is not great. Now the sad part about this is because I am not using my bait and I'm not catching anything, I'm also not going up in level for fishing. So if we were catching every single thing, we'd probably level our fishing pretty quickly. But because we're not, we're unfortunately just gonna stay at level 9 for a very long time. I almost think like we should put on some music or something and kind of jam out. Because other than being under the weather this past week, I haven't really had much going on. Technically, I did do a third Christmas. So it was a third day of Christmas and also a third Christmas celebration. On New Year's Eve morning, which was nice. Popped some Benadryl and passed out on my parents' couch, you know, that kind of thing. But how we were house sitting for my mom for Christmas, I went over to her house to do a Christmas celebration, now that I was no longer house sitting there. And I got a stand mixer, which was very nice. And I also got a bunch of accessories for baking from a good friend of mine. So I will be trying to do more baking in the coming year. That's one of my goals. Doing a baking stream is one of my coming goals for the year. Call it a New Year's resolution or a goal, I don't know. But my hope is that we will have a time that we can do a baking stream. And like I said, I got a stand mixer, so now I can use that instead of having to mix it with my hand mixer. Which is gonna make making things like peanut butter icing a lot easier. Because that gets pretty sticky and pretty hard to churn. It's not difficult to make if anybody out there is looking for a good new icing flavor. Or, oops, looking to make peanut butter truffles, which I've done not too long ago. You can basically take butter, peanut butter, a little bit of vanilla extract, and about 3 cups of 1 cup of peanut butter, about half a cup of butter, and then about 3 cups of powdered sugar, which is what I was trying to say. And, you know, a teaspoon or so of vanilla extract. And there you go. You end up with most of a pretty decent peanut butter icing. Now for my icing, I usually add like a little bit of salt and a little bit of milk. I use lactose-free milk because it's just better for me. It makes my stomach less upset. But you can use any kind of milk, I'm sure. I don't know what this is. Is this the magical unicorn fish that I'm after? Because if it is, I'm definitely talking through catching it. And I'm gonna be amazed. It's the unicorn fish! Hooray! We didn't have to sit out here for hours. Yay! Alright, let's go find somewhere that we can fast travel to where we're going. Yay! We found it! Woo. I'm also supposed to return to Gina about the Whale of a Tail. I don't know how many more pieces we have left to that quest. I know that there's like quite a few that you're supposed to gather, and then finally she is supposed to tell you whether or not you found a giant whale or whatever. But I don't remember how many pieces we've gathered so far. I think it's 4. So I think this would be piece number 5. Oh, that's so awesome. I'm glad that you guys were here with me and I was live streaming when we caught that fish, because I was really thinking it was going to take us like hours. Honestly, I thought that was going to be half our stream. So I was trying to save it for later. Alright, Kilima Central Stables. Woo! I would be a lot more enthusiastic if I was not so puny right now. We got it! We're missing out on the other stuff that we could have right now. But that's okay. And now we're gonna go put it in the wall, which is the most important part of this, because it's our last thing for the first vault. So that's exciting. And then we need to look for the stuff for the second vault, including the Ember Seeker medallions, and then the stuff for the third vault. Because I'm hoping that we'll be able to complete the first 3 vaults before we complete the, or open the 4th one. But probably not, knowing my luck. Yay! Yay! You hear something released into the water nearby. Ooh. That's exciting. Something's in the water. Okay, so I've heard that once you complete one of the vaults, you unlock the ability to catch an ancient fish. So that's really cool. I don't know if that'll be something we do anytime soon, but it would be cool. Let's see. Kilima Rivers using worms. Kilima Rivers using glowworms in the morning and day only. And then Bahari Rivers without bait, only in the morning. Okay. So these are going to be difficult to find, I think. So I don't anticipate finding those very quickly. Found near a cave entrance on a cliff in Bahari Bay. So that's going to be a rare spawn. And then found in the fields of Bahari Bay during the morning and day. That's definitely going to be a rare spawn. So I think the hardest things to find will be those bugs. We could find this one in Kilima Rivers without bait. I feel like we found the rainbow trout many times before. And then this one's Bahari Bay using worms. That's the thundering eel. And then this one is in Kilima Lake using glowworms in the morning, day, and evening. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I was fishing for the goldfish in Kilima Pond, and I thought about going to the lake and trying that, but I never thought about using glowworms in Kilima Lake to try to find any kind of stingray. So that's an interesting idea. And then, of course, the apple pie that we need, and more of these medallions. And then Gina.
I'm so glad you came.
This looks like a unicorn fish horn, only bigger. Oh, mama. That's gotta be the horn of a glow whale. I don't know of any other creatures with a horn like that. I'm gonna send this to my friend to confirm, but I think we may have just made a huge discovery. That's great. I don't want to get my hopes up too much, but it may already be too late for that. Oh. I can't believe you haven't been to the old library yet. What are you waiting for? Giving you first dibs out of respect, but if you don't go in there soon, I won't be able to resist. We've been in there, I thought. Also, it looks like we finished the Whale of a Tail quest, so that's cool. Alright, let's see about trying to get another of the lucky coins for Museki. And then we're going to go back to our home plot and try to make the bouillabaisse for the achievement, now that we have the recipe. Oh. I was like, there's something on my leg. It's one of my own hairs. Hate when that happens. That's the joy of having long hair and shedding as much as I do, is that sometimes my hairs will get on me and I will think that it is a bug or a person or something, and it will freak me out. But no, it was just my own hair. I don't know where I was going. I thought I was going home. Now the reason that we're running home instead of using our teleport is because my plan is to run home, see what we need to make this, and then eat the one we have. And if we have everything, we'll go ahead and make it, and if we don't, we have to run out and grab things, such as seeds or something. That happens to you too? Oh no, I'm so sorry to hear that. You must have longer hair, or at least hair that falls out. I don't know how long our stream will be tonight, mostly because I'm still not feeling 100%, and I do want to try to stream in the morning, so it'll be fun to see how long we can last. We may just have to take a break in the middle. It's the best. Yes, you've grown your hair out a lot. Nice. Where's the dog? He's in the other room because he needs to hang out in there. Oh no! It got mad at me and didn't let me go into my own house. Let me in my own house, please. Also, hello, how are you? Welcome in. My dog is enjoying his new chew toys that I got him today. So, that's where he's at right now. I got him a big squishy duck that makes crinkle sounds, and then I got him a couple of really hard to chew toys so that he can work on those. I had gotten him some like squeaky little like tennis balls, and he ripped all the fluff off of them. Okay, apparently we're not getting in that way. Let's try the teleport. Oh dear, oh dear. Please let me in my house. But yeah, I had bought him some tennis balls, and he ripped all the fuzz off the tennis balls. So now there's fuzz all over my floor, which I still need to clean up. And his tennis balls are naked. It's a very weird sight. I thought he would enjoy them because they squeaked, but then he didn't. Surgical fuzz removal. Oh dear. Okay, I don't love that we're not able to get back to our house. We're banned from our house right now. It's very strange. Apparently we're banned from our house, yes. It's very, very weird. Okay, I guess we'll go to Bahari. It didn't use up our teleport, thankfully. But what we're gonna try to do is go to Bahari and use the teleport from there and see if that works. Man, the game is upset at us because we caught a unicorn fish. That's all it is. It was supposed to be nice to us. I don't appreciate this game. It said we could be friends. It lied. I guess we could work on the stuff that's in the Kilima River. Let's see if it'll let us even go across the zone line. It would be a good tell. So if it doesn't let us across the zone line, super rare drops equals drops in the server. Obviously. Oh, my bad. I should have known. 130 polyons ahead of you. Uh-oh. That's not good. That tells me there might be something wrong with the game. And if there is, I do have another game we can play. Actually, I've got a couple more games we can play, since this is the only thing we've played for like 2 weeks. But, okay, we got through. That's nice. Let's try our housing plot again. Oh. 600 polyons ahead of you. Well, I don't love that. I don't have any alerts. Okay, 499. The number's going down at least. I didn't get any alerts that the servers were down. Usually I get an alert on Discord that something has happened, but it didn't this time. 296, okay. Right. Not bad, not bad. I'm a little amazed that 600 plus people are trying to go home at the same time we are, but, you know, it's fine. 82, that's much nicer. 2 would be even better, but, you know. Can't be a begging chooser. Choosing beggar. However that goes. Alright. Nothing stalling us this time? Just a little chopper running? Okay. We'll just wait for it all to load. We'll just wait. Alright. Cool. Everything looks fine. Let's check for some weeds. Gross. Oops. Dang it. I didn't mean to pick that. I was trying to weed things. I ended up picking our potatoes. And I'm out of focus, which is bad. I don't like that. Alright, so now we gotta fix that. Boop. Boop. Do I have any potato seeds? That's the real question. I do not have any potato seeds. Okay, well, hopefully I have enough potatoes to make a potato seed. Oh, 1 makes 4 potato seeds. Okay. Let's do 8 seeds, I guess. I don't remember how many potatoes I have planted. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, more than 8. So we'll go ahead and make all 3 of them. Just for the future of our crops. And then, what else do we have that we've got high quality of? Probably corn, so I could put some corn in there. That way, when those seeds are done, I can pick the corn and replace the corn. Ooh, we got a honey lure. Where did we get that from? Alright, we're gonna sell the stuff that we grabbed on the beach. Including the vampire crabs. I don't think I need this. And I don't need those, or these. Those woods can go. Oyster meat. But nothing else. We did end up with 15 wood, so that's nice. We'll pop some of these in there. Here we go. Bloop, bloop, bloop. I'll keep that. Bloop. Oh, my nose is so itchy. Oh, we forgot to go buy Zekis. That's what I was gonna do. We still need more Polyum. But I've got 55 planks so far, so that's nice. Make that 60. And yeah. So far so good. I've got tomato plant seeds. From the looks of it. I've got 15 of them. So I don't need to wait until those grow to pick my tomatoes. That's cool. We can harvest the tomatoes. But also, the tomatoes are multi-grow plants, so I guess I don't have to harvest the tomatoes. Or replant the tomatoes, I should say. I can put my seeds away. And just sell everything I got. Now, if we have anything else that we've got... Oops, I hit the control button. What other high-quality seeds do I have? I have my 2 chili seeds. We'll grab those. I have a rice seed, but those aren't grown yet. My blueberry seeds, so I can pick those. And, of course, my apple seed. I do need to water all the stuff that I plant, so we're waiting till we're done to do that. Right, and then number 5. Put that there. And then harvest. And then till. Excuse me. Oh, a carrot seed for free. How nice. Too bad that's not what I'm looking for. Alright, and then we will grab some blueberries. And we will water everything. How nice. Now, if we had high quality seeds for all of the other stuff in the garden, then we would go ahead and pick the other stuff. But I don't want to risk not being able to immediately replant it, like with our potato that we have to wait on. So, and of course our apple tree isn't grown yet. So. Like I was saying earlier, we did get this layout from some folks on Reddit. I didn't come up with it myself. I am clever, but not that clever. So we ended up with this nice layout, which gives us at least one of everything. And it allows us to replant when we want to and not have to worry about things. Like, I have enough seeds still of the blueberries so that I can just sell them and all of that. And now I've made $4,000. You've figured it out. I could have probably figured it out, but I don't know. I don't know that that's necessarily in my wheelhouse. Also, I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this honey lure, but we've got it, so maybe I will. We'll see. And I guess I don't really need the fisherman brew anymore, but I'm going to keep that. So, our goal is to replace some things. Like, we need to make sure that all the carrots that I have planted, I have, like, high-quality seeds to replant with. In fact, I think I've only got, like, 1 or 2 carrots. Like, here's one, and then there's one. So I've only got, like, 2 carrots. So I need more seed makers, obviously. But it's not like it's a huge deal to do right away. We just need to make sure to remember to do the seeds for them. And it looks like carrot seeds only take 1 carrot, so I only need 1. But this will let us gather everything we need to make things, while also letting us get a good income and also have extra seeds left over. So, I don't think I need so many of these. I no longer have any high quality seeds left, so I will need to make some more. In fact, I'm gonna get rid of all the low quality seeds, just so that they're gone. And then I will be able to see at a glance which ones I have high quality and which ones I don't. We'll just sell them. And that's it. We'll have to wait until this is done to add some more stuff. I don't love that, but it's not the worst thing that could have happened. So, we'll just let it be. It'll roll over here in just a few minutes, so... What was this? Oh, I think this was also a potato. Oh, I think that was the potato. Oh, that was my 1 potato spot. Oh no, I need a potato seed. How fast can I get one? An hour? Oh, geez. Okay. That's the other problem, is that unless I grab a bunch of seed makers, it's going to take forever for these to spawn. So, it's going to take a while. But what I'm eventually going to do is I'm going to harvest, like, once I've got the corn, I'm going to replace the corn. Um, and then I'm going to work on things like the onions to try to get some high quality onions and then turn them into seeds and then replace them with that. So this will be a process until everything I harvest is high quality and I won't have to deal with anything that's low quality. So that would be nice because then every time I harvest, I'm getting high quality stuff. Now I've seen some guides out there say to turn your vegetables into pickled products and jam, but I haven't tried that yet, so I don't know how well that works. There's my 4 grand. I'm gonna pop in these. There's another grand for me in a minute. Gina. So I heard back from my colleague, and the creature we found isn't a glow whale. The ribs were too thin, the horn was too twisted, the eye sockets were too far apart. But it was something maybe even more exciting. She said the bone fragments don't belong to any existing nautical species, which means you may have discovered a brand new whale. If that can be confirmed, you should think of what you want to name it. Personally, I think Cece's whale has a pretty nice ring to it. Aw, a sketch of a whale that was named after you. I like that. Can I hang it up in my house? I want to hang it in my house. That would be neat. Put it in my bathroom. Oh, I can. Nice. It just kind of goes in my bathroom. It would probably fit better in the kitchen, like maybe on the fridge, which I don't have yet. Oh, that's what I don't have. I don't have a fridge up. Should probably work on that. Alright, so we got all that stuff going, which is nice. We need a new plot. But to get a new plot, I need 50,000 gold. Wow. I thought my first couple were supposed to be free, but they're not. So we're doing this so that we can unlock the ability to use the gazebo. So to me, it's worth it, but you know, I think I have the original, the new one, and then of course the new plot, which is 5 grand, and then you have to buy 2 more after that, I think, because you need a total of 5, and that's how you end up with the ability to have the gazebo. Now, if I remember correctly, the game does give you a free gazebo when you do all that. You don't have to buy one, in the same way that it gave me a free windmill. But I would like to have a gazebo as soon as possible. So, I have a lot of money collecting to do. It's very sad. Because I have, like, no money. Also, we're level 90. Nice. We need to get this up to level 10. It'll put us at 91. But, at minimum, that will, make me feel better. Because level 80 would be if we got all of them to level 10. But, of course, we've got some of them that are like, this one's 12, this one's 17. Because of all the furniture making I do. Speaking of which, we do need to make some more furniture. But still. Let's see about this bouillabaisse. Oh, I need a potato. Unfortunately, I don't have any regular potatoes. So we're gonna request some potatoes. Maybe somebody will help us. It's for a quest. It's not really. It's for an achievement. But, you know, we need potatoes. So we're trying to do that so that we can do the Polly as Chef quest. Which is, you know, like cooking by the book. And I need to make some sashimi. It says any fish. And I think I've got quite a few. Oh, I forgot whether or not I have rice. Oops. That's probably not great. I probably needed that rice. It's fine. I might have bought it. Woohoo! Why is it a plate of spice sprouts? Excuse me. There we go. We've made sashimi. Okay, now what else? Let's go back to cooking by the book. Oh, sashimi was not the thing here. Oh, that's Master Chef. I'm not looking at the right one. Here we go. So we've got bouillabaisse, even though I've never made it. I guess it gave it to us because, I don't know. There's something that's on a leaf, and then there's something else in a soup pot. And then we'll finally have all of the originals. So I don't have anything that's on a leaf, except for sushi maybe? But, alright, let's give it a try. Sweet leaf. Seems odd. Make the fish fillet. Heat root. And see, that looks like a dari clove of some kind. Would make more sense for that to be heat root than the original one that we were doing. Come on, let me interact with it. Three, two, one. Let me go, go, go. Oh, we made high quality sushi. I wasn't trying to, but we did. Woohoo! Yikes, I wasn't trying to do that. That's okay. It still counted for the first one. That's nice. So there's still some kind of soup out there that we don't know how to make. It's a little strange, but you know, it'll be fine. So we still need to make a high quality bouillabaisse. We still need to make a high quality sashimi, which is just the chopped fish. And then whatever this last one is, we gotta make a high quality of it. And we will have finished cooking by the book. Now, as far as spice and corn, there's still quite a few dishes that are from the newer set that we haven't made. I just haven't done it yet. So, let's go to Never Crafted. Of course, bouillabaisse is the top. I'm pretty sure there's some of these that I haven't made, but the game isn't flagging them for me, so I don't know for sure if I've made them and it's just not counting, or if I just haven't made them. Apple pie. I need more apples to be able to make an apple pie. That's understandable. And then it says that I haven't made, like if I go to this one, it'll say, oh, the celebration cake is the first one, chapa asada, blah, blah, blah. But if I go to Never Crafted, it takes away, or it moves the cake down and gives me the tacos, the onigiri, and the fish tacos. So I'm thinking what it's trying to tell me is I've never made these three. So we'll try to make those at some point. Actually, we might be able to make them now, because I think I only need rice for the onigiri. Okay, let's give it a shot. Oh, I need to cut up the spice sprouts first. Let's just chop some stuff. Chop, chop, chop it up. Chop a meat. Chop, chop, chop it up. And then corn, which is made by crushing corn, apparently. Entire ears of corn just rolled over with a rolling pin. That's apparently how you make cornmeal. I don't think that's how that works. But that's how it works according to this game. So, you know, that's cool, I guess. Alright, let's make some seared choppa. Oops. That wasn't perfect. That's okay. We still got high quality! Yay! Alright, what's next? Onigiri. More choppa meat. So several factors go into making high quality. It's not just about making sure you use all high quality ingredients, because technically you can use all high quality and still get a regular quality item. What it has to do with is making sure that you do all the little mini games quickly and accurately, and also finishing your dish in a certain amount of time. Because otherwise you just end up with lower quality stuff and you don't get a high quality dish, despite your best efforts. So like this, because we managed to get it on but not past, we still got points for that, and so the game decided we made a high quality dish. But not this time. We have managed to cook 200 meals though, which is cool. Alright, fish tacos. Fish and cornmeal. Terrible. That sounds like a boring taco. We couldn't have at least made like a spice mix? But also, it wants raw fish, apparently. Interesting. Yeah, no, it's just raw fish and cornmeal. High quality. Yeah, yes. Woohoo! Alright, did that help us with the second one, or... Yeah, no, that did quite a lot. There's still a dish we haven't made. I don't know what it is, but it's some kind of plate. So I'm gonna look through the dishes and see what just looks like a big plate. We'll go to Never Crafted. It just says the bouillabaisse. So that's interesting. Nope. Nothing there. Maybe the oysters a quindu, but I thought we had made that before. Yeah, we've made oysters a quindu. Oysters seems to be the only thing that's shaped like that, though. And these, of course, we've made, so... Did the oysters count towards anything before? I don't see the oysters anywhere else. So it's possible that these are oysters, but I'm almost positive that I've made the oysters. So now I just need to make the missing dish here and figure out what this big plate is. And then the original one, I just need to figure out what this last little soup thing is. Probably the bouillabaisse, but... Excuse me. We made it, so I don't know. I've made all these soups, all these other soups I've made, for sure. So it's none of those. Definitely not that one. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure what else we need to make. Yeah, and it's none of these either. Okay. No worries. I hope I didn't use rice that I needed for something else. I didn't think I did, but you never know. Oh no, I've still got high quality rice. Okay. So I've got that. Okay. So find out the meaning behind the masks. Now that's one that I've been having trouble with because I couldn't really find anything that said anything about it. Hopefully there have been some updates. And we can do this quest real quick. Yep. I know, it's cheating for me to look it up, but it's better than me trying to run around and figure it out myself. So, let's see. Alright, we found all the masks. What to do next? I want to know what to do at the end. Okay, that didn't tell me anything. Yeah, I have no idea. But she did say something to us about going into the library, so maybe we need to go in there? I don't know. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I can't find anything that tells me what to do next. Oh, that says 3,000. I didn't even look. Talia might be a little bugged right now, guys. We may not be able to finish this quest. We may have needed to stay on our plot and make, furniture. Well, if it doesn't let us into Kilima, we'll just stay on our plot and make furniture. Yikes. No, I know, right? Um, the only times that I've seen it have like wait times like this is when they're taking the server down. And they usually tell us, hey, we're taking the server down by this time, blah blah blah. Um, this seems to be an unexpected glitch with the server, maybe. So, yikes. We might be banned from Kilima now. We were banned from our home, which we only got there because we teleported from Bahari. And now we're trying to go to Kilima and not being very lucky. So I'd hate to like close the game and try reopening it because I have a feeling that that would cause us to spawn even later in this queue. Um, but it's not moving. So I don't know if that's a sign that we're done for the evening or if it's just gonna fake us out like last time where it went from 600 something to suddenly like 80 something. I don't know. Maybe the game got wind that we were looking up its secrets, so it got mad at us. I need to change what that prompt says, because Stream Elements should say to hang out with us again. It shouldn't just say to hang out with us. Because you don't have to follow and hang out with us, it's just appreciated. And you're alerted when we go online if you're following. And if you're watching this later on YouTube, then you're alerted when we do anything because you're subscribed. And that helps that channel a lot. They went down, but not by a lot. I think it went down because people got tired of waiting. I wonder if maybe some of the servers went down, and so everybody's trying to fit onto the same server? Because that would make sense. 2,776 polyons ahead of you. Wow. I didn't know there were that many people that were playing right now. It should be expected. There's probably like tens of thousands of people that play, at least. But still. Because we only ever see like 6 to 10 in a given server, it doesn't make a lot of sense for there to be that many people in front of us. Because there's not about to be 3,000 people running around our same Kilima. Alright, we're under 2,000. That's nice. Come on, little Choppa. Run. Run and get us to Kilima. I wonder if it's Kilima or Kylima. I don't know. We're under 1500, so that's nice. We're halfway down from where we started. This might take a little while. This might take as long as it took us to catch that unicorn fish. Oh, no, now we're at 700. Maybe not. Unicorn fish was definitely slower. Still higher than the first little waiting bar, though. 400. Oh. That's nice. I like that it's going in big chunks. Oh. We got a new loading screen. Okay, now there's 100. Excuse me. But yeah, as I was saying earlier, I saw some people talking about how they had accidentally used the fish from the Windy area, the Windy Temple, that they needed for the quest, and they'd accidentally used them to cook with. We have a lockbox for that exact kind of reason, because I was playing Dreamlight Valley, and we had picked up some fish from winter last year, and they were Christmas fish, festive fish, which I didn't see any this year. I don't know if I just messed up or if I just didn't play when they were active, because I do play it quite a bit offline. So we didn't see any this year, and the server's back. Yeah. Oh my goodness, everybody's excited. Anywho, so I was cooking regular dishes and I was autofilling, and it used my festive fish before it used my regular fish, which seemed strange to me. I would think that it would take the highest level of fish that you have and not just the first thing it thinks of. So it would make sense if it was like a random grab, but it would consistently use the festive fish first and leave all the rest of the fish. So I got to wondering if it was an issue where, I don't know if this is the right ruins, if maybe I didn't have any festive fish, or if I dropped them somewhere, maybe it wouldn't use them anymore. Whereas a game like this offers you a lockbox to hide them in so that it can't do that. And I kind of wish that Dreamlight Valley had something like that in it. Alright, so here's the ruins that she prompted us to go back into. So I wonder if there's something in here. I'm looking for like a book or something to see if maybe there's a book. Probably not. There's probably like a scroll or something we can look at or interact with to learn the meaning. But it's a library. I'm sure there's knowledge in here somewhere. Oh, something to read. The Kitsu and the Moon. Once upon a time, when only Grand Ignis hung in the sky, there lived, deep in a quiet forest, a small Kitsu. Like all Kitsus, she loved shiny things, and so one midsummer evening, as she tracked Shimmerfly in the air with her eyes, her gaze lifted to the skies, where she caught sight of the moon. "Oh my, how bright, how beautiful!" she exclaimed to no one in particular. Her eyes sparkled in the moonlight as she contemplated how to collect a piece of Ignis for herself. She scampered through the forest until she found the tallest tree, scrabbling past the startled Mujini as she climbed and climbed and climbed. I think this is a new book. As she reached the top, she saw the forest she had thought her spacious home was just a small patch of trees in a much larger landscape. As she looked up hopefully at the moon with her ears perked up, she realized it seemed just as far as it had when she had been on the ground. The tips of her ears drooped, just a little, but as she dropped her gaze from the sky, she saw a cliff in the distance, taller than the tree on which she perched. And so off she went, scampering down the tree and over toward the cliff in the distance. As she got closer and closer, she realized just how big a task she had ahead of her. The cliff rose higher and higher, until at last she was at its base, looking up at an incline that seemed to reach all the way to the very same moon she wanted to catch. The Kitsu puffed up her chest and started on her climb. Onward and onward she ran. Upward and upward she climbed. And yet, further and further the moon seemed to be. As she got close to the edge of the cliff, the Kitsu flopped down in exhaustion and bewilderment, for she was no closer to the moon than she was to the cliff's height. She was a cliff's height ago. Drained of all her energy, the Kitsu slept for a while, and when she awoke from her well-earned slumber, it was light out, and the moon, while still beautiful, was not the only light illuminating the landscape. And there was so much to see. The little Kitsu had not realized how vast the world was, and how much there was in it. As she scurried along the cliffside, the mossy side she had climbed gave way to a darker, sharper edge. She slowed to a careful crawl, and peering over the edge, she saw that the cliffs here ended by plunging into a soft bed of sand, punctuated by the occasional rock formations. Every so often, one of the formations burst forth with a geyser, shooting into the sky, and as she watched one erupt, she realized she was looking up at the top of it. Gasping in delight, she took a deep breath, puffing out her chest once more, and waited for the geyser to drop below her. Before she could change her mind, she gathered up all her tiny courage and flung herself over the edge as the geyser erupted once again. As the Kitsu was launched into the air, she had a moment of vertigo as she flipped head over tail, tail over head, with a splash of sideways. Almost overwhelmed by the dizziness, she channeled her inner silver wing and spread her limbs taut so her thick fur could stretch out and catch the air, letting her gently hover above the peak of the geyser. Up and down and up again she bobbed as she looked around in a bubbling excitement that quickly fizzled as the novelty wore off. She was high, higher than she had ever been before, but the moon looked no closer than it had on the cliff or in the tree. She was closer to an expansive body of water she had never even seen before than the moon she had been admiring this whole time. The ocean glistened all over as it undulated in the wind, so vast she couldn't see its entirety, and while she had to admit that it was beautiful, her heart was still set on the moon, and it seemed impossibly far. In fact, it was hard to keep her beloved moon in sight as she bobbed up and down, up and down. She couldn't stay up here forever, as relaxing as it was. She was still stretched out as she contemplated her next move. She saw a mountain whose peaks disappeared into the clouds. Surely that was where she would be able to meet the moon? So she pondered and plotted, and the next time the geyser shot her into the air, she aimed herself at the mountain, stretching her paws as far as they would go, and then stretched just a bit farther than that, and glided as best she could towards the nearest geyser. And so she made her way, geyser to geyser, shooting up, sailing through the air, bit by bit, towards the mountain off in the distance. Eventually, she found herself landing amongst the trees growing from the base of the mountain. Puffing up her chest one last time, fur on her chest rippling with energy, she began to climb once more. She scampered across the ground. She scurried up the trees. She climbed small cliffs. She glided through the air, until one day, as the sun was setting, she broke through the last of the trees and found nothing else above her. As the last of the wash of pinks and oranges faded from the sky and the moon brightened above her, she knew she had made it. She had reached the top. Her ears twitched as she looked triumphantly to greet the moon. And yet, it was just as far as it was before the mountain, the geyser, the cliff, the tree. It was the same as when she had first laid eyes on it. She looked around desperately for something, somewhere, even higher than where she was now, but there was nothing to be found. There was nowhere higher she could explore. The Kitsu deflated in defeat. Crestfallen, she returned home to her forest, her head hanging low, ears drooping heavily, tail dragging in the moss. Night after day after night, she aimlessly wandered around and around and around, until one night, where she stumbled into a clearing. Startled, she looked up and saw the moon, as distant as ever. In despair, she collapsed into a puddle of fur on the ground and began to cry. She begged for someone, for anyone, to help her reach the moon. "I have climbed the tallest tree," she explained. "I have scaled the tallest cliff," she shouted. "I have ridden the tallest geysers," she wailed. "I have conquered the tallest mountain," she howled. "I just want to be friends," she whimpered, exhausted. She rested her weary head on her paws and let her tears form tiny rivers down her face, across her toes, and into the ground, where they began to form a pool. Her pleas echoed far and wide, eventually reaching the three ancients. The phoenix, preoccupied with saving her noisy, wayward people, did not hear her appeals. The chimera, his far and quiet solitude broken, turned to face away from the chittering noise and watched instead the technological marvels his inventive and clever people had begun to develop. But the dragon, still in its youth and without its own people, could remember what it was like to yearn. as its own nebulous yearning had brought it into being not so many years ago. But that is a story for another day. And so the dragon took pity upon the poor Kitsu, gathering the dust of the stars and shaping a small, humble moon in its claws, carefully balancing it on the sky above the pool that had formed from her tears. And as the pool grew large enough that the Kitsu's paws were dipped in it, her tears began to tinkle as they fell directly into the water. Startled by the sound, the Kitsu looked up, and lo and behold, she saw the reflection of Luna shining back at her. "Why, hello!" she exclaimed happily, circling the edge of her pool around and around, while the moon stayed centered and full, beaming back at her in delight. The dragon spoke then, its voice a deep rumble that she could feel throughout all her fur and whiskers. "Your new companion," it explained, "will wander, just as you have wandered, but will always return, just as you have returned. You are no longer alone." And as it watched the Kitsu settle down happily into a peaceful slumber, lit by the two moons, it began to contemplate its own loneliness. But alas, that is yet another story for yet another day. Aw, I don't remember that story being that long, but that was really sweet. The dragon made the second moon, which is why we now have two moons in Palia. But there's got to be something in here that tells us about the meaning of the masks. This is Reina and the Silver Shoes. This is where she made shoes with flow and then she danced among the stars. So we've done that one. Or we've read that one quite a few times, actually. Because we've been in this library before. We just never found anything about masks, I guess. So I don't even know where to look, if I'm honest. There's one. Oh, interesting. The Opak Valley Players presents Satrios' classic opera, The Kitsu's First Song, starring Lyra Androis as the Kitsu, Jex Marmot as the Red Raven, Zephyr as the Rock Lizard. Oh, these appear to be everything that we've found masks for. Uriel Vanko as the Prism Trout, so a Kitsu, a red bird that we thought was the Phoenix, a rock lizard, a trout, an ant, and a fool. So Zabat Zan as the ant, and introducing Tyra Wajir as Leonetus the fool. So that was it. It was part of a play. Interesting. It wasn't religious. I kind of figured it was something like that, but we needed to find a book or something to tell us what was really going on. And now we know. So I wasn't surprised to find that. It made sense just with the kind of mask that we found. But it is a little disappointing.
I was afraid you wouldn't be.
I was so lost in my research, I almost didn't see you there. So your house must have been built on a theater, not a ritual site. I guess I got a little carried away, subscribing deep significance to everything I found. My father always said it can be easy to misinterpret a portrait when you're so close to the canvas you can't see anything but the brush strokes. I guess sometimes a mask is just a mask, and not the key to unlocking new understanding about humanity. Sorry, Gina. I still feel super silly for getting carried away with those masks. I mean, why would I just assume they were for some super important religious ritual? I'm surprised. It's an honest mistake. Well, it's a mistake I won't make again. I have to make sure I always keep emotions out of things. Just because some things exciting, that doesn't mean it's true.
Well, these
Fair
books
enough.
aren't gonna read themselves.
Are you in need of sustenance?
How can I care for you today? Unlike other Galdurs, I have no memories of what this place was like before, due to the thousands of years I spent in excess item storage. I suppose I will have to use my imagination. Perhaps this area was once a great factory, devoted to the production of shiny pebbles. What do you think? A school. Silly, why would humans need schools when they made Galdurs to teach them everything they need to know? I don't know. Tina's often digging for things at the beach. Perhaps she's looking for ship fragments? Oh wait, I think we have one of those. But I think I put it away in our inventory at our house. Well, now we know Gina wants a ship fragment. So that's neat. I don't think we're going to be on for too much longer because, like I said, I've been feeling under the weather and I don't want to push myself too hard. So we're gonna do a little bit of furniture crafting and then see like if there's other stuff we want to do. Nice, another 1,000. Weeds growing. Our apples have grown, but I don't see any weeds, so that's nice. Ooh, 100 star quality apples. Quality apple harvester. Don't mind if I yes. Ooh, I see a weed. There's a lot of weeds over here. Weed. We're gonna double check. Because I don't want to miss any weeds, like we almost did just then. Now the problem is, because there's so many weeds, it can keep the stuff from growing that's around it, and keep stuff from being able to be helped along the way, so. Trying to, plus the fact that there's no potato there, this one runs out of its water retention. So, trying to make sure we're good on all that. Oh, 5 more minutes for corn. 40 more minutes for potatoes. Terrible. How many apples did we get? Well, we have enough to make an apple pie. I guess we'll go make one real quick. Alright, so I've got wheat. I've got... Oh, somebody gave us a potato. Nice. So I've got wheat. I've got sweet leaf. I've got 3 apples. And I've got spice sprouts. So let's get on it. Chopped apple. We're not looking to make a high quality one, because all we're doing is putting it in the wall, which is a thing we're gonna do. Nice. And then the dough. I gotta make the sweet leaf before I can make the apple filling. Almost forgot. I was like, why isn't it letting me make this? Please let me make this. Need my sweet paste. Perfect. Add the ingredients, and apple pie.
Yeah!
Oh, they made a high quality one anyway. Neat. So we got 3 apple pies out of that, which is good because we need to eat something. But I think I'm going to do, let's see, 100, 480, 375, 200, 150, 487. Okay, so we're actually going to eat one of these. Because we just need about half, which is about 375. We're gonna work on some of this stuff, and then we will head to the wall to drop some stuff in. Alright, here we go. Let's learn this fancy couch. Very nice. Alright. Should I make that? I feel like I should. Finally have enough stone bricks, so why not? Let's make a sink. Bloop, bloop. Let's make the couch, because we can. This thing. It's an alarm clock. Oh. Didn't really want the alarm clock, but that's okay. It's gonna use the last of our pallium. This chair. A regal fountain. Oh. It's not a chair. Alright, let's see. So the regal fountain, we have enough briar daisies, but we don't have enough stone, and we don't have enough pallium. Sink, we need pallium, we need flow, and we need stone. For this we need pallium, pallium and flow, pallium and flow, pallium and flow. It's gonna be repeated through most of this stuff. And now we can make a Jolly Chopper rug, even though we already technically have one. We're gonna make it just so that we've made it. Just to get it off our list of never crafted. I also picked up this, which is just a laundry basket. I picked it up as a like a thing I could make from one of the rummage piles. So I thought that was pretty cool. I wish I knew what was missing. I don't know why it's telling me that I can't make it, even though it only tells me that I need fiber. I imagine that it's probably like silk or something, maybe. Let's find out. What do we got here? No, I've got silk and all that, so I don't know what it is that I... Oh, I do need fabric. Okay. I thought I had fabric. Oh, I guess I don't. Okay. So there's 2 right there. To make it, I need 4. So I guess we'll buy 2? The easiest. Never crafted. Alright. So this is what we'll need some stuff for. I'm just gonna request it from people. Maybe somebody will come to our rescue. And then the Ravenwood wall clock. I didn't realize how low I was on iron again. Might as well. Oh, now I'm out of whatchamacallit. I did make a lot of stuff, but I did run out of focus. So we'll eat something else from our list. Nice. We can still make this. This lamp. We're gonna have our Ravenwood stuff in no time. We just need a lot more iron. That's the only problem. Like, this still needs polyium and whatnot, which is super cool, but I need stuff like this. This is gonna need a briar daisy, which isn't too bad. This is gonna need 20 iron. This one's gonna need 6 iron. So we still have our 3 Ravenwoods that we can make. We just don't really have any iron to make it with. So I guess we could go hunt for some, but maybe not tonight. We'll put this stuff away real quick. I'm gonna keep this in our pockets though. And here's our ancient pottery that we got from Gina for fulfilling that quest. Yay! I can turn it off. It's basically the fountain in the area where you get the the Christmas stuff, and previously the Halloween stuff. I just think that's neat. Alright, we're gonna sell the apples because we don't need them. I'm gonna sell 2 of these. Keep those, keep those, keep those. I'm gonna go ahead and sell those, and keep those. Basically, if I can't make a bunch of money off of it, I'm not gonna do it. Oh yeah, I gotta put away this rug. Alright, let's go put the apple pie in the wall, and maybe pick up some iron. We'll see. I think putting the apple pie on the wall is probably going to be our last step of the night, because it's kind of worn me out. I'm not going to lie. So, I don't want to push myself too hard. And my plan is to be back in the morning. Oh, people fulfilled our requests. That was nice. Thank you, people. We do still need 1 more fabric, though. So we'll go buy the 1 last fabric that we need, just so that we have all 4 of them and we can make it. We don't have to wait. If I remember right, we buy it from... I think so? I don't remember. I'm completely lost right now. I think it's here. I think this is where we buy it from. Nope, JK. Oh, we can repair our tools. Let's go ahead and repair everything. guess we haven't bought anything from him today. So let's do that. We're gonna buy worms, I guess. Got 50 worms now. I don't need that many worms. But I don't know what else to buy from him because we don't want any of his low quality seeds. Now what we could do is we could come through and buy all the wallpapers and stuff. But since we're trying to save 50,000 to buy the plot upgrade, I don't want to spend any more that we don't necessarily have yet. So I'm kind of trying to hold off on that. We'll just run there. Alright, let's get headed that away. I do apologize for being gone for so many days without warning. I know I didn't put out any sort of alerts or bulletins or anything until this Thursday that just passed. I try to be better about that, and I try to keep y'all as updated as I can, but I was feeling it, and I needed to just rest. After I went into work on Wednesday, I was like, you know what, I need to just go home and rest, and it'll be alright. A mushroom quiche? Is that the thing I'm missing? Oh, we need to go back and find out. I still have to wait 18 minutes to do that, though. But yeah, basically, like, I was off Tuesday, and I was able to rest, and it was nice. But then I had to go into work Wednesday, and I was so wiped out from that I was like, well, you know, maybe I'll feel better tomorrow, because I was getting better progressively every single day. And then I went in Thursday, and I was like, we're just gonna go ahead and skip the stream. Now, mind you, I sounded even worse than this for several days, so it really felt like I was trying to talk through a coffee filter, and it was just sitting over my voice like this, and I couldn't talk. So I'm glad I was able to get some of it back so that I could stream with you all tonight. And I'm super, super hopeful that I'll be even better in the morning and be able to stream in the morning as well. So that's kind of the goal. Also, I think I got a fish bonus from eating the sushi. I didn't mean to do that, but apparently it's a thing. You can decorate your house with star quality things like fish and food. Oh, I like our little fountain. I wish we had a pathway. These leaves are just not doing it for me. I'm gonna have to pick them up and move them. But I do like our little fountain. It'll be nice. And then I think when we get the next fountain, we're gonna like put it up against the house maybe. That'd be cool. Or try to build a little area that's like a little rock area. That's why I'm hoping we get some sort of pathway so I can create like a concrete area where there's like fountains and like sitting areas and things like that. So that'll be nice. I have in my head a way to make this look nice, but I have to make it happen. Alright, let's see. Huh. Oh yeah, I'm still making the other two. That's right. I forgot. So let's check this out. Oh, I need more stone. Yikes, I didn't realize I was that out of stone. I'll put the copper through just because. Alright, now we did learn something about a mushroom quiche. Let's see about that. No. Not a stove thing. Huh, it does kind of look like a plate. Alright, let's give it a shot. Okay, chop up the mushrooms. Let's do the dough. I don't know why my brain likes to do them on the two different surfaces. Probably because I have them more so than anything else. But still. Alright, got those. Dough. I don't think there's dough in quiche. Maybe there is. It's like a pastry crust. Yay! It was not the achievement giver. Interesting. I wonder if it is the oysters of Quindu. But I could have sworn I've made the oysters of Quindu. Like I would swear it. But maybe I haven't. Maybe I've technically not made it. I thought I had though. I really, really thought I had. Now I've forgotten where they are. Because see, it doesn't pop up as a never crafted. So I don't think it's the oysters of Quindu. But it's the only thing I can think of that's on a plate like that. I thought maybe the mushroom quiche because it's kind of that shape. But I guess it's not that. I wonder what it actually is. I would look it up, but I'm not going to at this moment. And I think we've put out all the desserts, so I think we're doing good there. That was one of our goals, was to make sure we put out all the desserts. Okay. We made all that. We made all that. And then I know we've made all these. And I know we've made all of this. Right? Except for the bouillabaisse. Okay, let's make the bouillabaisse. Chop up some onions. And some tomatoes, some spice sprouts. Or not tomatoes, potatoes. Potato. Should have started with potato, apparently. And just let it get progressively faster. Because the spice sprouts are going to be super fast. See? Super fast. There we go. Bake them at the same time. Nice. Oh, I missed one. No! I wasn't paying attention. I can't believe I missed one of them. Yep. And we only made two because we missed the first little thingy. Now I've officially made the bouillabaisse, but I did not get the rare one, I don't think. Or the high quality one. Yep. I wonder if I can try again. Do I have enough stuff to try again? I do, but... Alright, let's try chopping the onion. We're gonna keep an eye on that now. Because what'll happen is after the first couple little thingies is when it'll... Yeah, that's when it starts. Alright, let's do the spice sprouts real quick and then we'll go stir it. Let me interact, please. Thank you. We've added those two ingredients. Now I gotta make dough. We're trying to go quickly now, so we can finish it before the game decides that we're not fast enough to get a high quality from our ingredients. So we're gonna do the double bake like we did the first time. But we left ourselves an extra second between them, so... Oh, what? How did it... This is really not nice. It started the second one because we put ingredients in it. And I wasn't paying attention. Stop turning my light off. Alright. Third time's the charm. Let's try this again. Now we know by the time we cut the spice sprouts is when it's gonna be ready for us. So we're gonna go as quickly as we can and just get this stuff done. We're not gonna put anything in it. We're gonna save everything until the very last little bit. Actually, we're moving much faster than last time. So I'm gonna go ahead and make the dough. I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna risk it. Alright, now we're gonna go stir. We're not gonna add anything to it, we're just gonna stir. And then we're gonna bake both of these. It hasn't started, so we're still good. Collect and collect. High quality baguette, very nice. We got both our stirs in, very nice. Yay! High quality and all three. Woohoo! We did it. Go us. I don't know why that popped up twice so quickly together. But yeah, we got the next thing we needed for this quest. Master Polya Chef. So we just need to make high quality sashimi and figure out what this last recipe is. So we'll go ahead and make the high quality sashimi, since that one's gonna be super easy. Oh, I've got a red-bellied piranha and then a couple of high-quality rice. Is that my last high-quality fish? Is that piranha? Let's find out. Yep, that's my only high-quality fish. What about in my lockbox? I have a couple of eels, a hypnotic moray. Do I have anything less? I've got a tuna. I've got the koi. I could use the koi. I have a scarlet koi, silver salmon, smallmouth bass, spotted bullhead, striped dace, eyeless minnow. Oh, I have a second red-bellied piranha. Okay. So I don't have to worry about using up the piranha. I have a second one. Not that I really needed him, but he is my only high quality. So, you know. Ooh, I thought I missed it for a second there. Very nice. Come on. Yay! High quality! And my table that doesn't work. Or my light that doesn't work, rather. I kind of need to move it so it stops doing that, but I'll have less light in here if I do. So, alright, so the only thing we need for that achievement is a recipe that I don't have. And the only thing I need for spicing corn is a recipe that I don't know about, and then making a high quality one of the spicy stir fry, apparently. I didn't realize I never made a spicy stir fry that wasn't high quality, but I guess that makes sense. High quality. We've got a few high quality stuff. We can make it happen. Oh my goodness. So I need some kind of vegetable. And then I need the garlic and the meat and the chili. Okay, I need to stir. F to interact. And then I also need to make rice on the other pan. F to interact. So I still need some kind of spice mix and the certain or some kind of meat. Sernuk meat chops the slowest, so I probably shouldn't have picked that. Excellent. Mix the spicy pepper paste. Okay. And that should be all my ingredients. And hopefully we finished it fast enough to where we've got it high quality. Yeah! Yay! We did it! Cooking's now level 11. Most of that came from the fact that we had high quality ingredients. I'm not gonna pretend like it was just all us. But it means that we're actually down to just 2 dishes for each of the achievements. So we need 1 dish for cooking by the book, which is 1 for both regular and for high quality, and then just 1 dish for spice and corn, which I think I'm gonna look them up when I'm offline to see what they are, and then try to get the recipes the next time we play. So, we'll see. Either that, or I may look them up just the next time we play in general. Alright, it is now 6 p.m. Double check for any of these. Having weeds in them, they don't seem to. Right, corn is halfway done, and potatoes are a good portion of the way done. We're gonna save our low quality potatoes that we got, or regular quality potatoes that we got. Let's check on our fabric. That's the one. Fabric. And now we can make our laundry basket. Boop, boop. There we go. Laundry basket. We're gonna go put it in our room. Or at least in the bathroom, because that's where laundry baskets go. That belongs in our room, actually. It fits the aesthetic in here better. But I don't know where in our room. Probably here under this thing. I wonder if we can color it. We'll probably color it at some point. Oh, it's so cute. I love it. I like that there's brightly colored, like, towels and stuff in it. You can't interact with it, but I still like it. Quite a lot. And this looks so nice. I'll be sad to take the Christmas stuff down, because it'll make it feel really empty in here. So we'll have to find something for this corner. Alright, let's see. We're gonna sell some of the stuff that we made. Just because. Excuse me. Yeah, we'll sell those. Yeah, why not? We sold a bunch of stuff. It made us $1,000. But we've got 7 coins, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the underground. Which I think doesn't open till 10, but that's okay. It'll take us a minute to get there. We're just gonna do that real quick. We could just use the one in the, in like Zeki's shop, but my brain really likes to use the one in the underground to see if we have a better chance of getting the stuff there. Plus, we'll be able to see what he has for sale there tonight, so that we can try to buy something that we like. or be disappointed again and not be able to buy anything. That's the one thing I didn't do when I played while offline, is I never went to the underground market. So I didn't go to see like what exactly we would get from Zeki's stuff. But yeah, I'm a little disappointed. Like I said, I think it starts at around 10, so I don't think there's going to be anything for sale yet. 10 Palian time, not 10 real life time, which is in about an hour. Alright, it's 8 p.m. Oh, stuff is for sale. Okay. Alright, we have that toilet already. Any rugs that we like? That's not bad, but... nothing that I really like. That's a shame. Alright, Lucky Bucks time. Alright, 7 Lucky Boxes. Let's see what's in them. Green crackling fireworks. Butter. Spicy pepper seeds. Repair kits. Apple tree seeds. Now that's not bad. Rice seeds. And cooking oil. So mostly stuff we didn't need, which is okay, I guess. We're gonna sell the spicy pepper seeds. And we're gonna sell the rice seeds. I guess we're gonna sell the apple seeds because technically we only want the high quality ones. And we don't want that one. Go ahead and sell that. I'm gonna keep the fireworks though. We're gonna keep the fireworks and we're gonna sell everything else. Oops. Back to the store. That was kind of disappointing. But I mean, it's not surprising because we only had 7 coins, which means that it's been a week because we get one every real life day. Hopefully we'll be able to start earning enough money to where we can just buy them, because my goal is to get some of the plushies on his wall that are down there in the underground market, which is why we keep going down there, because I feel like maybe there's a better chance if you get those lucky boxes that you'll get the cool stuff. Now, of course, that's not a guarantee, and there's other stuff you can get, like there's a furniture set that you can only get from the lucky boxes. So there's plenty of stuff that is in the pool of items that you can earn, which is why it's so difficult. So, I have seen somebody that was talking about how they turned in like 100 coins or something, and then they only got like one of the things they were wanting. Was kind of surprised by that, and I hope that doesn't turn into us. Because that seems like something I would do, is I would get 100 coins and then end up with not the things I wanted. So, it happens. Oh, it has little lights! Oh, I like that. That's so nice. I need lights that go on the ground too, so that it lights the area around it. So, this will be part of our gazebo, I think. I think I'll have the gazebo, if they introduce flooring, I'll be able to put flooring underneath it, and then I'll have a pathway with the fountain and whatnot off to the side. So, I really would. Pathway that leads to the house, and I will eventually line it with trees. So to that end, I've picked up a bunch of like acorns and stuff. Let me see if I can find said acorns. Thought I had them, but apparently I don't. So I've got about 17 acorns. I've only got about 6 pine cones though, so I need to get more pine cones. And I have about 10 of the samsara trees, which is the birch trees. So I still need, which is these whiter trees. So I need some of the pine cones so that we have more of the fir tree, evergreen, whatever you want to call those trees, pine trees, and then that would look nice, I think, because the acorns are going to grow those kinds of trees, and then the samsaras are going to grow those. So we'll have to decide what kind of trees we want to line the pathway to the house with. But when I do that, I will be moving the house, and then I'll be putting the trees in Because thankfully all you have to do is plant one of those and it pops up a tree. It's not like you have to fight it for the tree. Or at least I don't remember having to fight it to grow the tree. So, we'll see. Maybe I'm mistaken. Only 5 more minutes for those. And those are doing good. Okay. Alright, I think that's all the damage I can do tonight. Especially on myself. So, let's make sure there's nothing else we can grow. Or build, rather. There's plenty of stuff that we can still make. But nothing that I would want to add. Like, we already have this, and we already have plenty of these, and we've already got plenty of these. So I don't need to make those, but technically we've never crafted them, so they do show up on our list. So I'm gonna need a lot more iron, and I'm gonna need a lot more briar daisies for the Ravenwood set. And then I would like to make some of the Moonstruck stuff, specifically this fungi planter, to go with the Ravenwood stuff, because I think that just kind of fits the vibe. But as you can see, I need more Polyam bars, so that may have to wait until next week's rollover, where I can just get Polyam bars from Hodari, earning a bunch of medals. So, we'll see. Because I've got a few, I just don't have a lot. I've only got 3 Polyam ore right now, and I'm also out of stone. So, I have a lot of stuff that I need to gather. Otherwise, it's going to be just a whole lot of nothing next time. So I think in the morning we're going to be playing some Chilltown, which is the game that is in alpha, but there was an update that is going to allow us to go to other islands. I need to load up my game and make sure that everything's good to go with that, because we have had some issues with our save files in the past, and I don't want anything getting in our way tomorrow, so I am gonna check that out here in just a minute. But I think that's gonna do it for me tonight, because we've made it almost to 3 hours, and I need to get just way more water into my body. So, thank you everybody so much for tuning in. I hope you have a restful, relaxing rest of your evening. I hope you get a snack if you need it. I hope you remember to hydrate like I'm gonna go do, because it is good for your brain and your body, especially if you're feeling under the weather or if you're just not 100%. So, but yeah, I'll see everybody again real soon. Bye!